Guys, Uthando Nesithembu have an 1 hour special for us. It's gonna start at 7:30 to 8:30 because it is ending this week. Of course, I am so sad ukuthi umzombe uyasishiya. Now, Uma Khumalo had an interview with Engineer Your Life this week. I must say that I did not watch the interview. I did not watch it on YouTube because I told myself that, listen, there is nothing this girl is going to give us. She have a whole reality TV show. If there is anything that she wants to give us, she will give us in her reality TV show. For the near fact that she didn't, it means really watching an interview is a waste of time. But one of the clips that I saw on TikTok was her explaining why she is finding it difficult to accept Umakwela. In her own words, she says that, according to her, Umusa Mthombeni should be viewed as Usbari Wendawo in her village because Usbari, considering Uguti, he has married someone in that village, okay? And Utinje, really it does not sit well with her Uguti Usamke can be able to oma or to date Usbarwake, which honestly I feel like on a point. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like on a point, as someone who's from the villages myself, ngifila engathi on a point. However, baby girl, nawe waqoma indoda eshadile, you get, and from, even though when Umaxele we are not from the same village, but okusalayo you knew Umaxele, and because now Umaxele usehlale eMzumbe, you get guys ukuthi mawuyokwenda uba owalapho, so the minute Umaxele eyokwenda eMzumbe, she also became a local eMzumbe. But uThobile also disregarded that and waqoma indoda eshadile yakamakhelwane, and as kahle ukuthi le ndoda iganiwe futhi iganwe umabani. I don't know if I'm making sense. But I feel like uThobile's explanation yokuthi why enenkinga noMakwela to me was weak, and it's one of the reasons why I did not watch the interview. I just did not bother myself. I was just like, girl, please, unless you are ready to come on social media or to ask the viewers of Uthando Nesithembu and tell us the real problem that you have with Umakwela. Until then, we're not going to watch. We are not going to watch because we watch you for so many seasons, not having a problem with number 5. But the minute number 5 eba khona, jigi usunenkinga, and the reason yakho bandla is very work, a week. I wish you would have said Umthombeni wants you to financially support Umakwela, because these are things that now we are also assuming. We're just like, why uThobile enenkinga noMakwela? What is happening? But uThobile, when she's going on interviews, she does not say, no, the reason I have a problem with Umakwela, it's because Umthombeni wants me to financially provide for Umakwela. So if Umthombeni does not want uThobile to financially provide for Umakwela, why Thobile nenkinga noMakwela? Thobile will state a very weak reason. Baby girl, you married a married man from the same village. You and this married man are from the same village. You knew his wife, and you never even thought ukuthi hayibona, how will umfazi galomuntu feel when she actually find out ukuthi indoda yakhe eqonywe ingane yakwamakhelwane. No, it didn't bother you. And for some reason uSamke kumele ecabanga ukuthi umusa usibari wakhe. I know kahle angeke emakhumalo udlala ngathi. When you are ready to tell us the real issue here, or the real reason we have an issue with Usamke, perhaps we'll be able to listen. However, also, I do feel like Umangwabe and Khumalo on season 1, they explained that they were friends. They were friends whilst they were still dating Umusamselegu. So they form a friendship whilst Bonaboy too. Besasa my girlfriends, right? So when they mangabe sebeshada, it was easier for them, So I feel like really feeling yokulan, abakwazi really be experience considering a friendship yabo that formed very early. when they just started to know each other, they were already forming a friendship. So I feel like it's only now whereby by experience ashame bandla ukuthi no kahle kahle ukulanywa akuyona into emnandi. And it's sad because uMacele has experienced this like many years ago. That's why uMacele is more relaxed and chilled back this time around and be like, kade vela siqala isitimela kade ayengilethela isitimela, so vele isitimela sikhona, so nje akusizi ukuthi esinqamule manje isitimela, because vele kade nkosi yami umntana abantu uMacele experience ipain yokulanywa. And I feel like really with uThobile and uMangwabe, it's sad because bona they are now public figures. We watch them, we love their reality TV show, and we get to sympathize with them. But by the time uMacele elanywa wayengayona public figure, but I'm sure ukuthi abantu ababemaziyo ama-locals asemzumbe nama-locals akubo ayemzwela ukuthi awushame nkosi yami, poor wife unendoda eganwayo, indoda yesithembu njalo nje ihlezi imlethela abafazi. You get what I mean? So yeah guys, that was Makhumala's explanation. According to me, very weak Sana, very weak. Meanwhile, Sana Umthombeni still maintains his statement ukuthi no, the only thing he wants from Usamke ukuthi nje Usamke abe baby maker. Abe baby maker, abe busy girl baking babies every year. Yeah, Sana, very sad ukuthi Umthombeni ivelu kaSamke ukuthi enza abantwana. I mean, that's the only thing he sees kuSamke ukuthi nje ezomenzela abantwana. Nothing else, okay? And I mean, there have been rumors spreading about Usamke having been pregnant with baby number 2, but of course we've been watching the show, all of us, and those rumors have not been confirmed. Yes, the show is ending this week. So, I don't know, guys. Like, I'm going to give them, obviously, this last 2 episodes to announce if Usamke indeed is with a child, is pregnant with baby number 2. What if Usamke ugene weight, guys? Usamke happy. When you're happy, happy ugel, because happiness ring mongwaning. Why are we all assuming this means baby number 2 is on the way? Why are we having such assumptions? Baby number 2 on the way. Meanwhile, we have the Yeni sisters. So it seems like abantu Yeni requested ukubona uMusa. And for some reason, the topic yokuthi uMayeni should have been the first wife was brought up. And I mean, remember that from season 1, it was explained that uMayeni was initially the first girlfriend Musa, and she also became the first baby mama, right? Because Umpumelelo is older than all the other children except Usne. I mean, we never know about Umagasne. Would see really when Umagasne Benosne with Musa and Sne's mom, when they were dating, they were just dating, there were never any intention for marriage. We don't know, However, Umusa here does say no. There was another girl, there was another girl whom his grandmother was fighting hard ukuthi Umusa and this girl should end up together. Okay, so initially uMacele was never gonna be our mamkhulu. uMacele became our mamkhulu by chance. This is according to Umusa, because his grandmom really wanted someone else to be umamkhulu. But also uMacele has explained ukuthi she does not know Musa's grandmother, right? Because she says by the time that she got married, Musa's grandmother have already passed, so she never got a chance to meet Musa's grandmommy. So yeah, guys, kuninzi. When it comes to Umzumbe, we can never cover the whole story. But yeah, one thing that annoys me is Lwandle's story. Like, why do they have Lwandle's storyline? Why do we have Lwandle I mean, can't we save that content for Izingane? Can't we save that content for Izingane? Like, I am so mad at the fact that Usando Nothembu is giving us Lwandle's content right now. Like, Sana, we need the real drama, not Lwandle. Oh, Halala. It sounds like there will be a small traditional ceremony for Usamke, and it's made many social media users angry to see Umaxele attending Samke's traditional ceremony. One user from Twitter said, "Didn't Umaxele say that after 20 years of marriage, she wouldn't attend any other wives' ceremonies? Yet here she is at the 5th wife's ceremony. Interesting, especially since she used that same reason not to attend Umcimbi Kamakhumalo." Well, guys, first of all, this wasn't a traditional wedding. I don't know what it is or what it was, but I assume it was a gifting ceremony for a child, Makwela's child, because remember that Musa did say that he will pause Lobola. Right, he will pause going through with Lobola, and you see them carrying gifts. So it does look like these are gifts for the baby. It's not a traditional wedding. Secondly, Maxele said that she wouldn't attend any weddings pertaining the other wives, right? Because she and her husband made an agreement, or came to an agreement, or a promise was made to her that after 20 years, Musa will be done marrying wives, right? So I think this is a bit different. I don't know. We will see tonight. Of course, if this was a traditional wedding and Maxele attended, it will definitely make her a snake. It will definitely make her a snake, but I would love to believe that this was not a traditional wedding. This was more like a gifting ceremony for Makwela's baby. Yeah, I would love to think it was definitely not a traditional wedding. Now, it seems like Umusa will also go and talk about the fact that he will go and make a gifting ceremony for Umakwela. And it seems like he will also ask Umayeni to attend the gifting ceremony for the baby. It seems like Umayeni will be like, no, I ain't going there. I'm not going to attend anything. And this I'm saying because Umayeni will go as far as saying that every time when Musa is about to take a wife, he becomes disrespectful. So judging from Mayeni's experience, it seems like it has happened before in the past where Musa will be disrespectful simply because he is taking a new wife. So when it comes to that, obviously we all know that how Mayeni, Makhumalo and Mangwabe feels about number 5. The end. Umakhumalo honestly has been very much vocal about the fact that she will not entertain anything pertaining wife number 5. And one more reason that makes me believe that really this was not a lobola, or it was not a traditional wedding, it's because Umusa really did make a promise to Umakhumalo to say, listen, or to the other 3 wives, that listen, he is planning to pause lobola, make sure that everybody else is in good terms with him before he proceed with lobola. And I don't know, guys, but I would love to believe that at least this time around, we all know that Musa has broke so many promises towards his wife, but I would love to believe that at least this time around he will keep that promise. He will keep the promise of not going behind his wife's back and go and pay lobola, like what he did the first time around, paying lobola behind people's back. Okay. And last week, I heard him and Mangwabe talking about the fact that he has not done umembeso for Mangwabe, and in a way, it's made Mangwabe angry, And then since it's made Umangwabe angry, I don't really think he will proceed marrying Umakwela while he has not done what he's supposed to do for the other wives. Okay, yeah. So you all on social media have been calling Umakwela names, and I feel like you all just should apologize to Umakwela at this point. I feel like you all should apologize to Umakwela at this point. I do want to say no, it was not a traditional wedding. They went there bearing gifts for baby Meds, okay? Now, guys, we've been watching this season of Uthando Nesithembu because there were rumors that Umakwela is with a child again. But it seems like the rumors were not so true, because where's the child? Where's the child? You all lie. Like, you all lie. Makwela is definitely not with any child. Well, not definitely, but we have not seen any. We have not seen any. I need all Makumalo's fans to take a front seat because I'm coming for you in this review. You all have been very disrespectful towards me. Now, Makumalo's sister said the last pregnancy that Makumalo had lasted for 5 months. That's impossible. It's very much impossible for an ectopic pregnancy to last 5 months. Now, this is what Google says about ectopic pregnancies. While 95% of ectopic pregnancies occur in the fallopian tube and typically rupture between 6 to 16 weeks, they generally do not last 5 months. Now, Makumalo told us in season 1, episode 8, go rewatch that episode, that her last pregnancy ended due to ectopic pregnancy. Her sister comes here and says her last pregnancy lasted 5 months. Impossible. Makumalo would be dead by now if her ectopic pregnancy lasted 5 months. I'm gonna pull one comment from Twitter again. My case sister said her last pregnancy lasted 5 months. That's impossible. You can never carry an ectopic pregnancy to 5 months as it poses life-threatening risk to the mother. I want to know, how did Mikey carry the baby to 5 months? I'm guessing she wanted to say, how did she carry the ectopic pregnancy to 5 months? Because that is impossible. I honestly have a friend who died from ectopic pregnancy, and her pregnancy was very early. Before 12 weeks, she passed away because probably the doctors couldn't detect it early, and maybe she didn't have a doctor to go, money to go to a doctor early so that they would diagnose her with ectopic pregnancy and they get rid of the pregnancy. And you all want to come here, tell me that Makumalo carried a baby to 5 months outside the womb while it was an ectopic pregnancy? Please. The only way that Makumalo would have been able to carry the pregnancy to 5 months is as if the baby was formed in the womb. If the baby was formed in the womb, yes. Which then means Macele did not lie. Probably Uthobile and Umusa tried to do IVF secretly, and unfortunately it was not a success. Now, this brings me to point number 2. Point number 2, Makumalo's sister told us that Uthobile does have a child. Unfortunately, the child passed away. Right? This is what her sister told us, not herself. She's the one who brought her fertility issues to us. Yet she forgot to mention that she had a child that passed away. Please, ma'am, please. 2, Makumalo was out here visiting Masaule's grave. Like, she can go to the graveyard of Masaule, but she can't go to her babies. She have never visited her baby to the grave. Well, at least in the show, because she's the one who brought her fertility issues to us. And all along, we're under the impression that she has never carried a baby to full term. And now we know that Makhumalo has carried a baby to full term. Unfortunately, the baby didn't live long. The baby passed away. Yet she has never visited her baby's grave, yet she has all the time to visit Masaule's grave. I guess that you all love Makay, and to your eyes, she is an angel. Like, she is an angel that was dropped from the sky. But no. Makhumalo has flaws, just like the rest of the wives. Just like Maitele. If you all coming for Maitele that she's mean, she's rude, she's this, she's that, Makhumalo is no saint either. She brought the fertility storyline to us. And she was very smart and calculative about it. She knew that most women will relate. Most women will sympathize with her situation, and she weaponize it. And now, when we call her out, we are dumb, we are stupid, we are this. Sis told us a story that have loopholes. Her story have loopholes. We want to know more. She brought the story to us. Well, I'm sorry, I want to know, because she brought the storyline. It's not like I went to her asking for the storyline. No, she brought it to us. And now she's coming here delivering a storyline that have loopholes, and she's relying to her sister to come and tell us that she have a child that passed away. Makay, from season 1, you should have said that, you know what, I started experiencing fertility issues after I have carried my first baby to full term. Unfortunately, I lost that baby. Tell us the full story. Why are you giving us a story that have loopholes? Why? Now we are going to Mangwabe's story. Mangwabe, we're going to see her tonight having a dinner with Umtombeni. I'm guessing they are still resolving their issues. Mangwabe says, listen, you buying me a car does not mean love, because really, what's the point of you buying me a car if you're going to come back and abuse me emotionally? She does that. She thinks all of them have been abused emotionally, but also she's like, you know what? It's not right to speak for other people. She therefore speaks for herself and says, well, at least I have experienced emotional abuse through you, of which I 100% agree, because Umusa have this tendency of doing something for his wives and now just kind of repeating it. Oh, Pela, I did this for you. Of lately, he bought them houses, but let me tell you, every time on his diary section, he repeats how much he has bought them houses, and they are ungrateful about houses, and they still don't want to allow him to do his will, which is to take wife number 5. And I will say this, that if there is one wife that I do respect in the Mseleko household, it is Mangwabe. Mangwabe from day one has maintained that she does not want number 5. She does not want to have any relationship with number 5. She does not get involved in anything that has to do with wife number 5. And I stand with her. And she never really was sad about a person, because Makhumalo's issue is totally different. She is sad that the candidate that was nominated to be wife number 5, it is some game. What else? Umangwabe couldn't care less who is the candidate. Okay, she was like, as long as there is wife number 5 in the picture, this means me, Mangwabe, I'm out. Well, I'm guessing she said that she decided to stay because she has some enemies that wanted to see her out, and she's like, Auntie, wo. And that's a part of the reason that made her to stay. Honestly, Mangwabe is one of the most realist wife that honestly, personally, I feel like anything that has to do with Mangwabe, I would like to defend, even though she lied to us for so many seasons and said she will leave Umusa, but she's still here. So, go tricky. Like, I am so bored by Lwandle's storyline on Uthando Nesithembu. Don't they have Izingane to share this story with? Like, oh, Sana, like, I'm so bored. Why is Lwandle's storyline featured on Uthando Nesithembu and not on Izingane Nesithembu? So, yeah, allegedly, Lwandle has impregnated someone and Umacele is asking for a DNA, which honestly, personally, I don't think is insultive to ask for a DNA, okay? As long as the deliverance is right, like, innocent till proven guilty. If someone comes and say, listen, I'm pregnant or I'm impregnated by you, you therefore says, listen, I'm going to support you throughout the pregnancy until I have a DNA result to prove otherwise, to prove that I should stop supporting you. But so far, since you are claiming that the baby is mine, I will walk this journey with you and I will support you. That's not an insult at all, okay? People just nowadays, I really do think that all men out there